All right, we're live. I'm gonna make sure everything sounds good. Y'all start talking because I couldn't check it before.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good. What about you, Bo?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you good.
Excellent.
All right,
I'm sharing this on Facebook right now for all you
right, I'm
people
gonna
wondering
sit
what
down.
I'm
Seeing if this
doing.
I'm
works.
gonna sit down now.
We look great with our heads down, Brad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting there trying to figure it out too. If I got it pulled up
Let me fix this.
I gotta
correctly
get
here.
this one.
I think that's
Okay.
gonna work. No, we're
Let's
gonna go a
see.
little bit
Let's
more.
just share it from here because I have no idea.
Hey,
if
is the
it's
car
working.
blocking that? We got to make sure everybody sees the thing.
Yeah,
We can move the car
Lettering's too
tonight.
small on it.
Is it? All
Let's
right.
see. All right, here we go.
Well, what's going on, guys? Episode number 29. We're at it again. What's happening, y'all?
Oh, just another Monday. All that fun stuff. I'm trying to get this shared onto my Facebook page too.
Yeah, well,
Daytona Speed Week, baby.
Daytona week. I know that's what Bo's most excited about, which I am too.
I'm
Why
stoked.
are we sideways? Oh, hang on.
More technical difficulties.
No, it ain't. I just got to
What
turn
are you talking
the camera.
about? Mine's fine.
No, not the YouTube, the TikTok one.
Oh, I got you.
It's got to be upright, so this is gonna change all
Alright.
that.
All right, let's see here.
Whoops.
What you got up?
Late models and non-wing from Volusia. The real Speed Week. That's this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we're straight up and down now. You could just only see me though.
yeah,
and
about
Bo.
so I can only see you and Bo. Oh well. The
Just
TikTok.
point it towards you. You're the host.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Or
Yeah.
back. Well, you can't really back it up.
Well, the only way we're gonna see each other on TikTok this way is if we're all in there hugging each other.
No, that's fine. You can
Nah, it'll be what it
put
is.
it on you.
All right,
We'll be fine.
all right. Four-legged Bo's out there going.
Y'all
nuts.
watch us on YouTube. Don't watch us on TikTok.
Yeah, watch us on YouTube. But we just
No.
wanted to
Way
try
better
The,
production.
we
wonder-
just wanted to try the.
I wonder if we're
TikTok
really
thing.
skippy like we are over here.
I don't know.
Probably shut off your Wi-Fi. We probably don't all need to be streaming
Yeah.
something on
Yeah,
there.
that might be part of it.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Shut off.
It's
See,
almost like we've never done this before.
I know it. The TikTok one looks good though.
Excellent.
I mean, it looks good. It's just we can't see you.
Yeah.
That's fine. No one needs to see me. I'm the ugliest one on this thing anyway. So
Oh, no, that's not true. You have a lot more fans, I think, than most of us do.
Yeah. Everybody
I
asks.
don't know
Everybody
about
asks
that.
about Bo or
That Bo guy.
who is Bo? What is Bo? Yeah,
That's
what does
what it
Bo
is.
do?
it's like, what does he do? Who is that
Yeah.
guy?
You're probably the
Yeah.
most interesting one on here, to
I
be
don't know about
honest.
that. I don't know about that. Just
Mysterious.
the least known. Yeah, the most mysterious.
Yeah, the
maybe.
mysterious one.
Main
Yeah.
one is who is Bo? That's
Well,
what I
there's
always
somebody,
say.
I'm telling you, there's somebody in our DMs as of late that is just obsessed with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Bo guy.
Mm.
That Bo guy.
Well, there's
Tell-
somebody that made a post on a post that you shared this week that was obsessed with me too.
That's what I'm talking about, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about the same one.
'Cause I didn't hear anything back though after I posted a video.
Yeah, it's
So,
funny how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
Funny
The talk stopped
how-
after the video came out, so I don't know.
The only way to settle it though, we've got to get you in a car.
I mean, that's
we're,
true.
We're still working on that, I guess.
We gotta do
What was the
that.
guy's name that said he'd put him in there
Is
last
it
year?
Derek Conley?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
I think that's
I
it.
can't even remember. I meant to make a note of it, and I never did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Derek Conley.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
Derek, hit us up.
yeah. Come on, Derek. We gotta get Bo in a ride so he can prove himself here.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Can't be talking this trash.
We
Yeah,
gotta
Bo-
get we gotta get Riverside going again so we can have some drama and people will start watching us.
Yeah. Well, man,
It won't be much longer.
First
though.
weekend out, we need everybody to show out big time.
are you
Yeah.
going to go-kart racing with us? Are you doing that?
No.
You're not gonna do that?
No.
Oh, come on. You don't want to go race for like 2 hours?
Well, no, but it's what 2 hours from here probably.
About four.
About
yeah,
4
about
hours from
four
here.
hours
So we're looking
from
at
here.
6, probably 8-hour total day,
Yeah.
and I'll be going racing Hattiesburg the next weekend. So
Yeah. Well, we got to get you warmed up.
okay, well then I'll have to give a video of a screaming baby, and I'll say this is why I will be here
Yeah.
this weekend. So
Yeah.
yeah, we gotta take what we can get right now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
We are looking for 2 drivers though. Had a couple guys that were interested, and they're not gonna be able to come through. So if you're interested, I mean, we'll take resumes. We're not gonna pick anybody, but we will take resumes. And
well, we got to explain what we're doing. Like,
yeah, I guess that's true. We're planning on going up to Shelbyville and competing in a endurance kart race at the Music City Kart Complex. It'll be on the 21st, so coming up pretty quick. I thought I registered on Wednesday. Looking today, I did not finish that application, so I still got to register. So
So
there's
what
still
you're saying,
room.
we might not.
Well, we
be,
might not be.
we might not be racing.
But there's still room as of today. I did not get it finished up, but we'll get that going.
I got
It
you.
would be better if we had people that were like all 5 of us that we want to drive.
Yeah,
So.
and I mean, I guess it's not. You don't have to just fill our team. Like you can start your own team.
Yeah,
Go register and do it.
Yep, and you can have 3 to 5 guys running. It's a 6-hour. It's a 6-hour race. 3 to 5 guys running. They're not paying us to advertise or anything.
Yeah.
But
So what is it like? Is it like the carts that are in Bartlett? What are those things called?
You talking about? You ain't talking about Autobahn, are
yeah,
you?
is it like that? or
no,
what
they're
is
not
it?
electric. They're gas,
Oh.
and they'll run about 50 mile an hour.
So
Yeah.
is it asphalt or dirt?
Yeah,
What is
asphalt.
it? Asphalt.
It's asphalt.
So they got a
road course.
track up there,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, it's like a road.
They've
course.
actually got an oval and a road course. This one, the one on the 21st, is a road course. The one on the 14th of March is an oval, and it's a 500 lap endurance
oh
oval
boy.
race. So
Mm.
that's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
laps.
That's a lot of laps. But the rule is, so you have to make 6 pit stops, and
Yep.
and the driver, you have to swap drivers every
Mm.
time.
Yep.
Okay.
And you said it's minimum of 3 drivers.
Minimum 3 drivers.
Okay, so
Maximum of 5.
Yeah, so you got to
Mm.
have at least 3 drivers, and so you'd have to swap every single time you come in to get gas.
Yeah,
Mm.
essentially, I don't know if the carts will run an hour on the tank, but if you could do an hour, if you could run an hour, swap a driver, run an hour, especially with a 3-driver setup.
Yeah,
If you run 5, somebody's got to finish it out. So,
Yeah.
I mean, my thought is fastest lap guy,
yeah.
run that final stage.
It's probably not going to be me. It probably needs to be Noah. He's the lightest.
Well,
He's the
we will
lightest.
have, you also have to race by class. So we're probably going to be in the heavy class. Noah's the lightest out of us. I think he said he was 195.
say, I
I'm
thought he-
205. You're 210. So
Yeah, but
we'll
what's
probably be in
crazy
the
about
heavy.
Noah is he looks like this, but he's also
6'7".
tall
He's
as a
really
shop.
tall. Yeah.
He's very tall, so he don't. I was surprised when you told me he was like 190 pounds. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
I was
looks
I was
like he-
kind of surprised too.
He
But
looks like he'd be 120 soaking wet.
you know what they
You know?
say, muscle weighs more than fat. So
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be fun.
Cool.
Yep.
Be a nice little warm up.
yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, with 3 of us, 2 hours is a long time to do, to repeat over and over and over again. In carts that run 50 mile an hour, that can put you. It's not like you're going to run putt for just put your pedal foot down and ride.
I haven't
max
seen
it out.
I haven't seen any videos of the place, but just thinking about Autobahn. You've never been to Autobahn.
I've never been to
in
Autobahn, no.
Memphis. But I mean that place is pretty tiny because it's in a building and it's indoor, so like it's a lot of tight corners, and I
Yeah.
mean it shut for 2 hours. I mean that'd be a lot of work. Eventually you'd get tired, pretty wore out.
Yep,
Just
this
to
one's
get slinging around.
This is outdoors, so it's
Yeah.
a little bit bigger complex. The shape of it is kind of like it's kind of like an X. So they've got the oval, and then they've got another like pit route that would make another oval if they wanted it to. And you go around one, and then on the back side they've got a chicane. You got to hit that chicane, then you go around the corner of the oval, and you got to turn back left, and then make the other oval, which is 2 rights, and then another left, and then back right again, back to the chicane.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty simple course, but it's at least that's how I think that's the layout. They could configure it a number of different ways.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha.
pretty cool little.
Well, I'm
deal.
excited about it. I think it'd be fun. But
That's cool.
moving on to some topics, I wanted to get into Volusia. Did you watch Volusia?
I
Did
did.
you watch the highlights?
I watched.
We didn't ask
all
what we did this
3
weekend
races.
first.
What?
You didn't ask us what we did this weekend first.
Am I supposed to?
I mean,
Did you-
you think I'm gonna talk about being the
Oh,
rookie
I
of the
forgot
year?
about- I already forgot about that.
Man,
I'm sorry. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
You're-
So I'm
well, I
hitting the
forgot.
gas.
Oh,
I'm
come
hitting the
on.
gas already.
Oh man, yeah.
We found out that you're still a rookie.
Yeah.
You're not a rookie
Yeah.
anymore.
22 years. We I'd heard that rumblings that I was part of the rookie of the year chase because one of the dads had asked me if I checked the check mark to be rookie of the year. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I never went and registered. Peanut did all that stuff, so I have no clue.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't know if I'm rookie of the year, and I have no idea. And so we get up there to the banquet. I went up to Farmington for the banquet, and we sit down, and the guy that's hosting it, he comes up and talks to me. He's like, you do know you're rookie of the year, right? I was like, well, I'd heard rumors, but I didn't know if that was happening or not. So I was like, oh man. I was like, oh, okay. So I just thought about it. And
What were you wearing? Did you have a suit and tie on for this?
No, I had like decent jeans on and stuff. I didn't go with, I like I've been working on a sprint car or anything, but
That's funny.
and so yeah, and then we get to do the awards, and they're like, all right, we're gonna do rookies of the year first. I'm like, awesome, all right. But
Did you
yeah,
give
I
a
don't.
speech?
Yeah, I did give a little speech because there was one kid there, a younger kid
Everybody else was like 9 and 10 years
old.
old.
Yeah, it was like, well, no, when I say kid, he's probably 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
But because to be the rookie there at Farmington, previous year you can't run any more than 9 races, and he had ran 9 races the previous year, so he still was eligible for it. And he's 16. He does work hard on the cars, and like he does work on them, and he's getting better and stuff. I thought about like calling him up, like giving it to him, but I don't know. The more I thought about it, it was like, it was my first 410 full sprint car season, and there was 2 other guys that were competing with me for it, and I did win it. And I'm technically a 410
thing.
Wow.
That kid
410
wants to win.
rookie.
You make him race harder.
Well,
baby.
I did.
mean,
I did
golly.
kind of. I didn't say that much in there, but I did say like in the thing, like are some young guys coming up that carry the torch from us. They'll have their time to shine, and I kind of named a couple of the dudes off that are young and up and coming over there. Then just kind of accepted my award. And which, I mean, Farmington does have like I put on my Facebook, has a pretty rich history. The Montgomery brothers, Tommy Worley, Joe B started over there. Bob Throwman, I know you know who that is, but he's back in my dad's time. But like, there's a lot of guys that have come through there. There's a rich history of sprint car 410s there, and so I was happy to accept it after I thought about it a little bit. So
that's pretty cool, dude.
yeah, so I'll take the rookie of the
Typical
year.
old man speech.
Yeah,
Showing
it's still
your
pretty
age.
cool.
Yeah,
Whether
Bo would have been like, "All right, you young guys, yeah, y'all all
can
suck.
suck
Yeah, I'm taking this trophy."
Yeah.
I mean, but
I
it
can
was
see that.
your first full 410
Yeah,
season.
it
I mean, if it
so.
wasn't, if you had raced seasons somewhere else,
Yeah, and
Okay,
that's my first year there. Yeah,
then okay, maybe. But being your first 410 season,
Yeah.
man, you qualified. Take that thing.
yeah. Like if I'd have run
Screw the kids.
if I'd have run a full Power I season or a full MOA season, and then Farmington run the whole thing, like yeah, okay, you can't count me out. But
Yeah.
it was
Just for the record, though, Brandon is usually the one that hates on the kids. It's not me.
Yeah, and yet I'm about to take up for the kids because speaking of the weekend, I just was going to point out. Did you watch the Super Bowl last night?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you watch it? So what'd you think about the halftime show?
Oh, I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care about
Dude,
the TP
I'm
USA.
so tired of this crap.
Yeah, I don't care about the Bad Bunny
Well,
thing.
here's the only I don't care about the Bad Bunny thing. The only thing that I didn't care for was to see 2 dudes grinding on each other during.
Oh,
the
well, I
freaking
didn't
halftime
watch
show.
that close.
It was
I
freaking disgusting.
I could
You're
just
the
hear
only
it.
one that saw that.
could just hear it in the background.
I wanted to go wash my eyes as soon as I saw it because they were sitting there. He was standing on top of the truck and they panned over and it's 2 dudes in the passenger seat of that truck sitting there grinding on each other. And I got up. And that was when I went to me and Bo were at a Super Bowl party last night. It was like the young adult church group or whatever. And we were at Hadley's house is where we were. And I saw that and I just got up and went in the kitchen and grabbed me another Oreo ball while they finished all that up. Thought, I'm done watching this, but
I probably watched 5 minutes of that whole thing.
Yeah.
I could care less about bad football.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was,
well,
it
If you
was terrible.
if you want to watch good football, come watch the Chargers play on Friday night in the fall.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
It wasn't
And
good.
that's good football, but
Well, listen, what I was going
The
to say
NFL
was
can
about
go on.
the kids. Like that's the last thing I want my 4-year-old son
Oh, well,
sitting there in
yeah.
the living room watching. You know what I mean? So,
well,
I
thank
could've
God
done
it's
without that.
over and we can get to Daytona.
we can get to the
baby.
real stuff.
You know, there's not going to be any junk come up like that.
I
I mean,
know, right?
Facebook's not even going to talk about Daytona next week, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, the worst thing that's going to happen is Ryan Priest is going to say the F word 3 times on TV.
No idea.
That might be the worst thing. That
You think he's going to win? So are you calling it?
Do I
Ryan
think
Priest
he's
going
going
to
to
win?
win? I mean, anybody can win.
Say, who
it's
knows
a
with that,
crapshoot.
yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
fact.
really,
It's Daytona. So
Daytona. Cletus McFarland could qualify for this thing and maybe accidentally win it.
I don't think he's qualified to race Cup yet,
No,
but
he might win Friday night.
he could win Friday night.
Yeah.
We got a star-studded lineup for Friday night. That's what I'm so excited about this week.
Yeah.
I mean, we got late models and modifieds are on right now, but we got late models and modifieds on all week. Thursday night NASCAR Cup racing starts, and then Friday night the best race of the week.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was
We
coming.
told him Volusia's on this way. It's the real speed weeks.
Man, I love, but I love it all. I truly love it all.
I do
but
too.
man, Volusia was a barn burner.
It was not. It was
It
good.
was
That was some
awesome.
good race.
All 3 nights. It got rained out Thursday night, right?
Mhm,
Thursday
that's
night.
right.
Yeah, Thursday night it got rained out. But man, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday we were in for a treat.
Yeah, it was really good.
Literally all 3 nights. Man, that place has come a long way. I can remember watching many races there, and I mean, I wasn't entertained one bit.
They used to have to do track work all the time just to keep it decent, and now they just pretty much start it and you run all the way to the end. They don't have to do track work.
Come feature time, it's perfect. I mean, they're either right on the fence or they're right around the bottom, and it's perfect.
And it's both lanes.
Both lanes.
Shots
and really
shots is able to work the middle.
I was
Pass a
gonna
bunch
say
of cars.
you can work the middle in that in it
Yeah,
too.
if you got it hooked.
And Donnie shots.
Yeah, that's there's a lot of
Was it 2 top 10s or 3 top 10s?
Well, he come from the
two-
rig twice.
2 or 3 top 10s.
21st to 5th one time.
Because the last night he got to 10th from 20 something. The other 2 nights he was 5th and 6th, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was
4th or
21st
5th.
to 5th that the night he got.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shoot, maybe he is coming back.
Something Donnie and I may have in common is if he ever finds a way to put a whole night together, he might actually be pretty good.
I'm saying, yeah, that early on in the nights where they put themselves in the holes every night and he had to dig his way out. But that's a promising start from where he was, last year.
Oh, my
to be
goodness,
able to dig his way out every night and, salvage a top 10 the last night, but then get the top 5s the previous 2 nights. So,
Yeah.
man, it's a lot of high limit. And they got to be a little bit nervous after that opening weekend. There's a lot of storylines that came to light. Spencer Baston coming back from the dead and winning, and then the gravel Kofoid battle, and then Saturday night Kofoid coming from the back, gravel and
Yeah, what he come from?
Macri.
He
like,
came from 20 something to 4th.
yeah, and then
on
the
Saturday
shot
night.
storyline, like shots is coming along. How's this going to go? How's this going to play out? They got a lot of cool storylines right now, which I know High Limit hasn't started yet, but I'm not as excited for High Limit's opener in March anymore as after seeing all that this weekend. Like they got a really stacked top of the field. It seems like right now it's going to be a tight points battle, at least for Kofoid and gravel for right now. Well, of course, but Macedo was on the podium every single night.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I was going to
take our victory lap because I called Spencer Basin. I was like, I think he's going to. He didn't do great the last 2 nights, but hey, the first night he won, so I don't care.
Race. I didn't know it wasn't a points race. The first night, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because since everybody's been off all winter, it's kind of like a tune-up.
Yeah.
So you don't just go straight into points racing right off the bat. So if you can work through your kinks or whatever to. If you don't want the first race of the season, the Kofoid, gravel, and Macedo to have some sort of issue, which it might make it more interesting point battle, but still, they're your main guys. So
and one of them did have an issue that race.
Yeah, and that's it. He could save David Gravel.
Which I mean,
sure.
He kind of did that to himself. It looked like to me. I thought it came down a little bit too much there with a car on his inside, but hey, that's just my opinion.
I don't know. What do you think about that? So we're talking about gravel getting put in the fence.
It was pretty racy, but I don't know.
It's just it was a racing. In my opinion, it's a racing deal. Like they're going 140 around there. Schuhart has this massive run, and Gravel's like coming from the bottom, going to switch lanes, and Schuhart tried to cut it back over, but it was like you're going so fast. It's like, I mean, he probably got the best outcome of them all because it could have been run over the back of them, or it could have been a whole lot worse. They both crash, and it's like this is going so fast. Like stuff happens really fast. If you were going to touch
each other, that was
the way to do it.
That was the way to do it.
It didn't look like it got the car too terribly bad either. I mean, who knows what it actually did?
David's car,
but it just, as far as it didn't roll it. He stayed on all 4.
It destroyed the frame.
It did mess it up.
Because
did it really?
It was twisted over. They had to get a new car out right after the first night.
You pretty much you nose them into the wall anywhere, it's going to bend them up somewhat. Especially you going that fast, you really going to bend it up.
I wouldn't know. What did you think about Gravel's comments after the fact?
I just think he's trying to play the villain role a little bit or trying to be the shock guy, but he just doesn't come off. He just doesn't. I like the idea of it, but he just doesn't play the role. It doesn't feel. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like it feels like he's forcing it to come out instead of just letting it happen.
I mean, I've openly watched this guy talk about how much he loves chocolate milk.
Yeah,
Drinking
right.
chocolate milk in the back of his trailer.
Drinking chocolate milk.
I don't
after
take
the
it
race.
seriously when he's trying to
Yeah.
act like the villain. To me, it's just kind of annoying. You know, I really wish he would just lay off of it.
Because
Yeah,
if he could
just
play
do
the
it,
role,
just be who you are.
if he could play the role good, it would be awesome. Because when he wins, they all boo him and stuff. But he just doesn't. He doesn't. He just does like this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
they boo it. They boo him because they're tired of him winning.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
everybody hates a winner.
Yeah.
Eventually, if
Yeah.
you win so much. But
Yeah.
Well, no, the reason why they really hate him is because of the Larson thing. If you do anything to Larson, oh my
That's why I
goodness,
don't like
oh God,
that's why I don't like
don't
him right
touch,
there.
don't touch our boy, don't you do it. You know, don't you get back
That's-
at him. He can do whatever he wants. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that's true.
And so
Don't
that's
you
yeah,
forget it.
I know.
So if you race
That's
with
the
him,
only reason
don't
why
touch it.
everybody they kind of didn't like him before that, but then once that happened, then they really started the boos and they started trying to fight him in the pits and stuff. I'm like, you guys have got to chill out with this Kyle Larson thing. Y'all love him way too much to be trying to fight David Gravel for him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Maybe you don't love him enough.
I don't who Gravel?
Larson.
I don't love him at all.
Maybe you don't love him enough.
I don't love him at all. You know,
Come on, man. That's God's gift
No.
to sprint car racing. Don't you know that?
he's our problem with our sprint car racing. That's why Chaz was talking about the stands tonight for Volusia are more packed than they were all 3 nights for the Outlaws. Like we talked about before, the late model fans don't care if Kyle Larson's there. They don't care if Casey Kane shows up. They don't care. They're there for the support their guys. Where we have a sprint car race, we got to say, oh, Kyle Larson's coming or Tony Stewart's coming, and we got to learn to stand on our own 2 feet. We're getting way off topic, but
No, hey, this is fun to me.
but yeah,
It's
it's like
what we
awesome.
do.
Yeah, it's fun to me.
yeah, it's like we just got to learn how to stand on our own 2 feet. It's like I saw High Limit in NASCAR put out something. Some of the races that are going to be on Fox are going to be on the NASCAR channel too. I'm like it feels like you're trying to piggyback off of NASCAR.
Well, they have teamed up. I mean, there's a
it's
reason
definitely
those dates align is because
well,
they're
yeah,
working
that's just like
together to have.
the Flow Racing NASCAR thing. It's like you saw it at Chili Bowl, and then it's obvious. It's a pretty obvious steer, which you can call it a conspiracy or whatever. But that big thing that came out during the deposition where they were the president of NASCAR was talking about the SRX series.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about how they was like basically kind of scared of it.
Yeah.
Well, just imagine what he thinks about the World of Outlaws. Like that's more competition, in my opinion, than the SRX series was. Like, yeah, it was cool, but to like,
Yeah, it's not direct competition though.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
so neither was SRX.
not.
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
I mean, you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Mm,
It
It
really
wasn't, but it was.
But they weren't even the same car. Like it was a totally
They-
made up
it
car.
wasn't, but the market was the same. You were looking to get back
You
on
were
short
like
track,
asphalt, yeah,
Yeah.
like you were going
short track
asphalt
track
guys.
racing with the superstars.
Yeah,
That was the issue
But
with
it was
that
supposed
SRX
to be
series.
the older superstars. Like, yeah, Chase Elliott might come in there, Ryan Blake. One guy would come over, but usually it was the Bill Elliott's, the Bobby Labonis, and then guys like that. Would
Dude,
come,
there's
and that's what
still
made it fun.
people. There's still people that are rooting for those guys. Whether they, I mean, like we talked about last week, Jimmy getting the provisional.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson needs the provisional because there are people that are going to watch the Daytona 500 this week only because Jimmy Johnson is racing, because of the good old days. So if SRX does that at a similar time as NASCAR, I promise you there's a portion, and it may not be that bad now because we're moving the needle on race fans now. But like when we were growing up, when the SRX stuff came out, you're still on that back door, the people that loved the old NASCAR that quit the new NASCAR because it sucked.
Yeah.
And that's the people that SRX was pulling.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the
I
stands were
could
packed.
see why NASCAR was scared of it. Did I think that it was? I'm not gonna ever side with NASCAR. I mean, y'all know that. You've heard me talk about it on the podcast, but I can definitely understand why they were nervous about it and wanted to shut it down, because they were doing big things, and next thing you know it, short track racing. Let me get one more thing in on this and we can move on from it. You think about
He's already falling asleep.
you think about what oh shoot, what is the track? It was just in my head and it left me. Dale Jr. helped revitalize it.
talking
North
about-
Wilkesboro.
North Wilkesboro. Everybody loves North Wilkesboro. Why? Because it's roots racing.
Mhm.
Short track, everything. NASCAR has gone away from short track for so long. and they've steered clear of it for so long. People want short track racing. They want small time American short track racing. That's what we grew up. I mean, that's what the series grew up on, and they've gone away from it. So when you introduce a new series that has all the old stars and they're racing all the old tracks, you're gonna rob folks.
Yeah.
You're gonna rob folks.
I still think they were small enough though that it doesn't matter. In my opinion, they were a little pissant.
So was High Limit when they started, and now look.
Well, again, we've talked about that before. It became what it is now because World Racing Group wouldn't play game.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't play ball.
Well,
that's why.
I think it's pretty comparable when you look at the two. NASCAR just had more power than World Racing Group did to shut it down.
Yeah. Well, Tony got tired of fixing cars, so
That's
why
that-
it's
that all
no
comes,
longer. That's why it's no longer a
choking
thing.
out the racers
Yeah.
and stuff.
I forgot
about that.
I forgot all about that. But it was.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's tough business.
Yeah. I never could. I never really got into that. Just to be honest, I watched them a little bit, and I mainly only watched the ones that Labonte was in. I mean, that was my guy. Always has been my guy ever since I was a little kid. But that's really the only reason I even watched it, and Tony. But I just never. The racing to me wasn't ever just wonderful. I thought it was okay, but
it didn't do no. I mean, I was interested in some of the short track NASCAR things, like what was it called, Stafford? I was interested in seeing that type of thing, but it just kind of was.
Even Brad supports my theory.
Even,
They did get my interest. They did, especially they had the dirt, so it kind of connected to all that stuff. But it never did. It wasn't like I liked the old IROC days. Like I used to get into that because you had Steve Kinzer did it before, Lasowski did it, Swindell did it, so they crossed it over, and I thought the IROC was kind of cool.
No, that's cool. That would be cool. If you could do that, and which I mean, IROC's supposed to be coming back too.
Yeah.
Everham's supposed to be behind that.
Yeah.
We'll reviving that. So I think that'll be cool. But yeah, I mean, I think the idea is cool, and I'd support it. But I just don't think it's not gonna compete.
It needed a little bit more time. It needed a little bit more time on that. Now, if NASCAR would team up and do a weekly race series and put the SRX cars back on track, dude, that would kill. That would kill. Because it would be, I mean, where else is there weekly racing except weekday racing, except for in the dirt? And there's some people that, I mean, face it, some people just don't like dirt racing. I don't know why not, but some people don't like it.
Because you get
some
dirty.
people just don't like asphalt racing.
That's true.
Why not? I mean, really, I don't know if I've ever just asked you, but how come you're not into that?
I mean, when you were born into dirt racing, and that's like the first thing you see is the sliding and the excitement, the mud hitting you, and then you go see an asphalt race, because I have done that before. I went to, my cousin John lived in Minnesota. They had the track Elko up there. That was like the only racing close by his house. And there was a guy named Dan something. He owned a body shop and he had a car, and we rode by and he was out there with it. And they were like, yeah, come to Elko. So we went to Elko and watched. And it was just like, this is not nearly exciting as watching my dad sling the sprint car around. So I just never caught on. It just never got me. It's just, I mean,
I don't know, man.
Just
I've watched some really good.
like the NASCAR,
all of it.
the NASCAR races that I have gotten into, all the asphalt people hate them. Like Bristol, when you could run top and bottom, NASCAR people hated it. Let's get them back on the bottom and wreck each other. And then
I don't get that.
Yeah,
I like multi-lane.
And I was like, well, all right. Well, the one thing that the dirt guy kind of gets into, then they just go back to the other way. And
I'd say that I do like single lane racing too. I mean, I like that.
And then while I'm thinking about it, and another thing is I liked when they did the championship race and they had it at Homestead, it was always pretty exciting there because you could get, an inch off the wall.
Yeah.
And they go to Phoenix. Well, that sucks. I can't watch Phoenix. That's terrible.
Well, it's back at Homestead this year.
Well, I know it's going back. I'm saying for the last couple of years.
Hey, Daytona's this weekend. You want to watch with us? You can start this weekend and finish with Homestead.
I usually will flip on the 500 and try to hang in there as long as I can.
Well, I got voted to have the Daytona 500 party at my house, so I guess we're having a party at my house on Sunday. We're gonna watch the race.
Once again, though, the race of the weekend is the truck race.
Yeah,
we didn't even talk about this lineup. Can I say it?
Go ahead, say it.
You got Tony Stewart, you got Michael McDowell, you got Carson Hocevar, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That's a local guy. Y'all tune in Friday night. Travis Pastrana, Garrett Mitchell, that's Cletus McFarland, and Corey LaJoy, which I don't really care about Corey LaJoy, but he's still a pretty decent driver. Nice is putting 3 trucks in with famous guys. I thought that was pretty cool. And then of course you got your new colleague guys. Minnie Tyrell was announced over the weekend.
Yeah, he won the challenge.
That he won the challenge. And then there's a dirt guy, Carson. I cannot remember his full name.
Brown.
Carson Brown.
Pretty sure he
That
runs
doesn't sound right.
dirt late models. Pretty sure.
Yes, he does. He's dirt
maybe
late model.
either Ferguson or Brown.
Ferguson. Carson Ferguson.
Yeah,
That's
Carson
it. Carson Ferguson won, and he's going to get to run Martinsville. I don't know if he'll run the spring date or if he'll run the fall date. I've seen fall date, but I don't know. But he's going to get a chance to drive a truck too.
Ooh, this is a good
pretty
question.
cool.
See, this is why I like to see comments. So Michael Lowe's in here, and he said, "What do you think about Baskin building the dirt track in Jackson?" I forgot about that too. I forgot to make that in my notes. So what do you think about that?
I didn't even know that was happening. I saw you post. Don Baskins was talking.
Brandon was super
I didn't click
salty
on.
about
I
that.
didn't click on it to hear what he said. But then somebody said in our little Riverside group chat that we have that he was building a dirt track in Jackson, and I didn't even know that was happening. Honestly.
Look,
What do you mean I sounded salty? Like,
Brandon was so salty.
I
Look,
wasn't
Brandon
trying
sat in his office and was talking to him about
Oh, yeah.
finances. We'll just say it that way. I mean, he wasn't like,
well,
it was just a conversation. It wasn't anything serious.
I've talked to him twice about it since I was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
So that's a long time.
Don said, what'd he say?
He told me twice. I just don't care about that roundy round stuff.
Yeah,
And he
now
talks just
here
like
he
that. He
is.
said, I don't care about that roundy round stuff. Just not
Yep.
I'm just not into it. And then I saw he sat there and said it. We're gonna build us a dirt track, circle track. And I thought, you son of a gun. I've been doing that for 15 years. Oh, we're not into roundy round stuff. And I thought, okay. All right.
So y'all seen his game plan, hadn't you? Did you watch the whole
Mhm.
video?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, his game
After
plan-
minute 3:48, I said, nope, I'm done.
But his game plan is to put both tracks out there. Obviously, he's teamed up with an NHRA
Mm-hmm.
for the drag strip, and then he's going to put that dirt track out there. And the thing going now is $10 at the gate. There's going to be both racing going on. You choose what you want to watch. You can go watch this. If you get tired of it, you run over the other track.
So they're going to do it the same night.
They'll do everything the same night.
I mean, that's pretty
Dirt
interesting.
track,
I mean,
drag racing, you can go back and forth between all
Yeah,
of it.
if they've got an event, they're going to do it.
I
It
didn't
don't
hear about
matter.
it. I just didn't watch the whole thing. It was like 8 minutes long.
Man,
$10 at the gate.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
It
that's
is
a
cheap.
that's a new, fresh idea. I do like that because just kind of bring everybody together, crossover or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's a fresh idea. That's something I haven't seen anybody have the capabilities to do for
Well,
one. Which I
was
guess
just about to say, if anybody has the capability, it's Don
Probably
Baskin.
Don.
He's got it.
I
So-
do wonder what classes they'll run over there, because like there's several dirt classes that he could run up there that nobody runs around here. I don't know what Lexington runs, so I can't speak on that. But I figured Don and Lexington are probably going to be direct competition on who, because they're not that far apart. They're like
Lexington the drag strip or the Lexington the dirt.
Lexington the dirt
104
track.
Speedway.
Oh,
Yeah,
that thing
104.
ain't even open anymore.
It's not.
Mm.
Yeah, they were running last year. They closed this year.
They didn't. They closed 2 years ago now. They didn't run it all last year.
I could have swore they were running.
I think they
last
ran
year.
3 or 4 races the year before. Then the people that were doing it left, and we're going to go back to Corinth. And then they were going to do Corinth, and they shut down Corinth. They couldn't do Corinth either. They ran like 3 or 4 of them last year, or the year before that. They didn't run it all this year. It's probably grown up with weeds and stuff now. But you do have Atwood up in that general area, Clay Hill, which is pretty close to Jackson. So you got that. You got
Yep.
Camden, Tennessee. This is kind of in the same area. They'll be running up in that way, and I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. But yeah,
I don't think it's gonna mess us
I
up at all.
I have nightmares about that place.
Atwood.
Lexington.
Oh, Lexington.
no.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Start-
it Sandy?
Certain car owner didn't put enough fuel in the car one night. Led the whole thing. Got passed on the last lap. Coming to the checkered. Gee, can't remember who it was that passed me.
First he told me it's because he almost hit the wall. Now he's running out of fuel. Like, which one was it? Maybe this guy drove by.
well,
Sometimes
Well, look,
you get
it
drove by.
sputtered. It sputtered, and it just stopped going through the corner right, so he almost hit the wall, but then it ran out again.
As soon as I took the white flag, I could feel it slowing down a little bit. It kind of sputter a little bit, and then I was turning the wheel to the left, and it's not turning very good. I'm like, what is happening? Well, apparently there's two bolts holding the right front steering arm on. One of them had backed out, and it was sitting there bending the arm, and the right front was turning like that. So I'm sitting there fighting the wheel that's turning out like this and running out of fuel.
Well, I got an excuse too. My car wouldn't take off at all, and you would be 10 car lengths ahead of me by the time I got going.
Well, I can't. Car no go when it have no fuel. Okay, I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point. I mean, I was, but I think we ran 1-2 the whole night. He was in the heat race. We ran 1-2 in that thing, and then ran 1-2 the whole freaking race. I still finished second. That was the saltiest second I've ever had. But anyway, so yeah, every time I think about Lexington, I think about that place. But anyhow,
yeah,
we need to move on.
The Jackson thing real quick. Like I said, I do like his idea. I guess it'll just depend on scheduling because there's just not enough cars, stock cars, modifieds, and all that stuff in that area if they're all three going to run on the same night. There's just not enough cars to support it. So,
well, not to put an idea in Don's head, but knowing him, he's probably gonna throw some money out there.
I'm saying, if you're gonna throw some money at it,
probably gonna put some money on
it. If you're gonna do it, do like specials. You do special drag racing and then special some dirt thing. And
it's just do you think that he cares about any other dirt tracks? I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I think the only thing that may save the other area dirt tracks that he might pull cars from is that his main focus is still going to be that track strip. Yeah. I mean, depending on who he gets in there to manage that facility, is probably going to be the determining factor on how. I mean, because if he throws $5,000 out, how many cars show up?
Could you imagine
$2,000?
You think about could you imagine a 2,000 for win stock car race or something crazy?
I'm going.
Could you imagine?
I promise you, I'll be there.
Derek, that's where he needs to go.
I figure hell, Riverside. If they do Riverside stock car rules, you'll pull Riverside cars too. So it's going to be like, and you got I'm not speaking on motorsports because everybody wants to argue with me, but
what are you talking about? Argue with you?
Oh, I mean, somebody had asked on Facebook. Jimmy Jones asked on Facebook, asking about the Memphis Motorsports Park, and I just commented like drag strip, asphalt track are definitely coming back. Rumors dirt track coming back, but that's all hearsay because they haven't officially announced anything. Right. So. Well, then I guess
it's probably the worst kept secret.
Maybe Scott Frazier didn't read my comment. Maybe he did read my comment, but it felt like he read my comment and he responded back same thing. Asphalt and that track coming back. Dirt track is coming back. It's not a rumor. Well, it is a rumor until they announce it. So that's my stance on it. It's still a damn rumor until it comes back. Yep. Yeah. So I can't. It's hard to speak on it.
It's the worst kept secret. But it was like I said the day at the groundbreaking. They wouldn't come out and say it.
Yeah.
We asked them about it, and they really wouldn't say yes or no. Now didn't Lee? Well, president of IHRA.
I think it's Leah.
Is it Leah? I can't remember her name.
Leah, but we should probably know that.
Yeah, we should probably know that. But anyhow,
say it on here. Delete that part. Edit.
Yeah, but anyway, ain't no editing on live, brother. but didn't she say on the news that they were bringing the dirt track back? I've heard a couple people had said that.
I saw a
it's
quote.
The only
I can't
thing I've
remember
heard.
What the quote was though that they quoted on like whatever news outlet interviewed her in Memphis.
Yeah,
but I can't remember what it is. I really think she might have.
She might have, but I know that somebody had asked about boat racing or whatever. And
Lynn Neal did.
Oh yeah, Lynn Neal. Lynn Neal was one that asked about boat racing. He's like, well, just take the dirt that you built from the track and put the water out there where you dug all the dirt up. And Daryl was like, oh, I like that idea or something like that. So I mean, but it ain't no telling what all they're gonna have there.
Well, they better get in a hurry, or they're not going to be ready for the first drag event out there because.
I think they're in a hurry.
I
think they're rolling.
There was some progress really fast, and then now the last few days I've driven by is still the same, and the tractor, the backhoes, and all that stuff are still sitting in the same spot. So I
just wonder if they said they're going to redo the whole track, right?
I mean, that's what it's looking like. Everything's been tore down.
I heard they were going to relocate the drag strip.
I heard they were going to tear the old one up, which I mean, all this is hearsay too. Yeah. I heard they were going to tear the old one up, and I'm thinking, why would you tear the old one? What's wrong with
the
old one.
location. Like,
Yeah,
why
I mean,
would you
that's-
move?
Yeah.
Why would you move it?
Yeah, the location's fine. Yeah, I mean, you might have to re-asphalt it or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably don't even have to do that. Just get that.
yeah,
get
to
it
me,
prepped.
to me, the way it looks like they're doing it, just driving by, it looks like they're just going to tear down those buildings and rebuild them where they stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like. But
Well, you can run an event without the buildings.
Yeah. When is the
Right.
first
Pleasant.
drag racing event? When-
October, I think. I think it is
The
October.
first big one is October.
Well,
Yeah.
not even that. The during the oval track race, they moved it to
They
August.
just announced it's in
They
August.
did?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
They moved the asphalt oval track race to August.
I
What they
mean,
did,
unless they
so-
just don't care if people show up to start off, I
So
guess.
apparently they took Indiana off the schedule, Salem, there's something wrong with Salem. And when they took that off, they moved Memphis to that date, and then they put Rockingham as the
Rock.
last race.
Yeah, maybe
on
I
the
guess
schedule.
maybe they're anticipating they just don't care if anybody shows up the first year because they're not going to
Well,
be.
maybe they've since
know.
since
It's
that
weird.
happened, maybe they've had to like reverse
Pivot.
course and just go over to
Maybe
the
they started-
oval
yeah,
track and
I
started
can-
working
maybe
over
they-
there.
Because I mean, if you
I can't
get
see
done
I can't see
August-
like in the infield of the oval
Yeah.
track. I can only see like the grandstand still look the same way they did. You know,
if you
the last
can
3
get that
years.
done in August, and then you got another couple months till October, that's probably what they're doing.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Well,
I'm sure they'll get it done. That's a
Well,
big gamble.
I'm gonna say like they're not gonna race anything else over there. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna NASCAR or somebody's not gonna come in there and run. Or I doubt Silver Crown. Have you seen Silver Crown's schedule? Because
They're
the
not on
only
there.
other thing I could think of
Not
that would
yet.
run there is
I
Silver
mean,
Crown.
They just announced it, and I mean, people already had their schedule set
Yeah.
before they announced they were coming back with the series.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
No, that's
I'm
what-
gonna say that's the only thing that's
there's
even
not
running.
many people that didn't have a race schedule
Yeah.
already planned out.
Yeah.
I mean,
When we found out about groundbreaking, when was the groundbreaking? Wasn't it like January? I don't even remember what
January
day.
something, January 4th maybe.
I don't even remember what day I went down
but
there.
the day of.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. But I mean, all, like you said, all schedules are mostly out at that point.
yeah,
But
everybody's was.
But I hadn't. Man, I don't look at USAC. I'll be honest. That's probably the one I pay the least attention to. I mean,
Same.
no disrespect. I mean, wingless racing, I think, is even more ballsy than wing racing at times, plenty of times. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. It's just not on top of my list of things to keep up with.
Me
But
either.
as far as I know, that should be the first thing that happens over there, is that race. So maybe, like I said, maybe they shifted focus over to.
They
let's
probably
get- we
did.
gotta get
That-
that done
That's
now.
only. I mean, it's February, so
Yeah,
March, April, May, June, July.
yeah.
If you ain't got something going by the end of July,
got about
it
5.5
starts to get
months.
I
tight.
mean, you're going to have March and April is going to be a ton of rain during that time.
Probably.
So, you know, it's a tough time to build anything during
Well,
those
it is
months.
asphalt.
I was
so
gonna
that
say,
does
Brad,
help.
the thing about asphalt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're going to be tearing up stuff, and there's mud underneath that. So I
Well,
mean,
they're not
I feel
tearing
like,
the track up.
well, you got to get in the infield and stuff. You think they can?
It's all paved.
I know, but what condition is it in? You're just going to repave
far
over
as-
that? I mean, I
Probably.
don't know. I haven't seen the.
Oh, I don't know
infields.
what they're.
I don't know if it's got massive cracks in it. It's been sitting forever. Like I don't know.
I talked to Taylor. I asked Taylor about it, the oval track, and she told me that her and some friends had rode a crotch rocket around it. It was just fine.
Yeah,
So,
maybe it is.
The
Yeah, I don't
track
know.
itself,
The
I
track,
think, is fine.
I think the track.
Infield, I think, is the worst thing about it.
Clean
The
it up, but
stands.
shoot, you ain't got to do anything to infield.
It may
I mean,
not take 'em very
run
long.
some new
Yeah.
blacktop over the top of it and let it.
Yeah,
ride.
what do I know? I've never built anything like that, so I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just talking out my ass. But
Well, I mean,
don't
didn't
know.
you say something about like they were going to dig up like 10 feet at Farmington?
Yeah,
or
I did. I
something?
did mess up. It was only 10 inches, but I just came out. That's what Bo's like. 10 feet? That's a lot of dirt.
That's
I
a
was like,
lot of dirt.
sounded right in my head when I said it.
Well, when
but-
I'm sitting there listening, I thought, 10 feet, 10
and now when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, 10 feet is way over my damn head. But at the time, I
Let's
said,
say they're
10
going
feet
to
count.
overhaul Farmington, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
No.
10 feet, 10
Move a
inches.
mountain.
Man,
Oh.
yeah. No, I only just see them rebuilding the garages and infield and doing something with the stands. I don't feel like the stands would take very long. I just don't think that it's as near as much
I
work
don't
to do.
think So either. I think you're
Um,
gonna have. I think the biggest part's probably getting it set up for media, to have media in there. I mean, they've got Speed Sport on board, and it's gonna come in and get televised. So you gotta have the infrastructure to support what Speed Sport is.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to have places to house them if there's any kind of weather that comes through.
Yeah.
They have to keep all their stuff, their investment protected.
Well, if there's
so.
anybody that I feel like can pull this off, I feel like IHRA is going to do it.
Well, look, you can get a lot done with the amount of money they've invested in it. So.
Yeah. I just don't think that they're too worried about that. I think they're hell bent on getting it done.
Well,
so
I'm pretty. I have
still
high.
excited.
I have high hopes.
Yeah,
I have high expectations. I can't wait to go.
I'm still excited about it.
I can't wait for Midnight Madness to come back, baby. I cannot wait.
Well, who even said they're gonna have that?
They haven't, but it's gonna. I mean,
You
there's
think
just gonna
so?
be too much pressure from the Memphis car scene to get Midnight Madness going.
Well,
again,
we won't touch on it too long because we kind of already talked about it last time. But with the talking about Jackson's gonna have multiple events going on. Memphis is probably gonna have multiple events going on. Do we go see how much it costs to rent a lion to run across the racetrack with a death row inmate for Riverside? Like, what do we do? Because what else are you gonna do over there? You got one thing going on.
Well, I guess you just make that thing real good.
Well, I don't know anybody with a lion. Maybe we can talk to the Memphis Zoo.
I'll tell you what you do, and I've been saying it, and I'm gonna stand by it.
Okay.
You put some money on the line for these guys to race for.
Yeah.
You put some money up, and I know that requires sponsors. It requires a lot of business planning and things like that. But shoot, you want to get people in there. You want to keep people there. You want to keep people running around that track. I'm not saying do it every night, but once a month, somebody needs to be getting paid over there. That'll keep drivers in. That'll keep people in the stands. Just saying. And respect your stock cars.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we all talk about we want the drivers to get paid more, but then it raises up the gate prices, and then everybody complains, well, I can't pay that. I can't pay $40 to come. I can't pay $50 to come, and that's like a fight I see. That's a fight I see every weekend.
It's like, well, okay,
the burden
what's Jackson gonna pay if they're only charging $10 at the gate?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Pay for it.
But I mean, one could argue if it's $10, a lot of people are gonna go, shoot. I can bring 4 people, get in for what it cost me for one to go to an outlaw race. Or
I mean, I agree. I mean, that's what I think too. Is
I've seen a lot more people might go.
I've seen many places do like what they called carload nights, where you bring your carload and it was $10. If you could fit 8 people into your van or whatever, it was $10, and those places will be slam packed. And then you hope they go buy food, beers, or whatever else because they've all pitched in like $1 to get in.
Yeah.
So I like those ideas, but it is a risk because you do that, nobody shows up, and then, it's tough.
Trouble.
It's tough. It's like a very slippery slope. You gotta walk.
Well, and you might have to do it more than once to kind of get some traction. To get the word out that hey, man, we went to Riverside last week and it cost us $10 to get in.
Now that you say that, I just thought about it. Knoxville's opening night, they're doing free admission. They're trying to get the people that live in the city to come to the races. So they're doing their opening night's going to be free admission because, I mean, most weekly races over at Knoxville, the crowd is not good. And if you ever go up there, like when we went for the bachelor party, we go around town, and like Brian was one of the first ones. He's like, hey, so y'all going to the races tonight? They're like, no, we do not go over there. Like scoffed at it. They live right there with the sprint car capital of the world, and they were like, I think we went into they went golfing or something, and I think the lady behind the counter, he was like, hey, y'all coming to the races tonight? They're like, oh no, we do not go over there. They just scoffed at that idea. So they're trying to get people in the city to come because there is a decent amount of people. Everybody that usually comes there is from outside, or they either race and live there, or people come from other like Des Moines or whatever to come watch the regular program. So they're going to try it, and I hope it works out for them, because if they do a free night and their regular crowd shows up, it's...
Well, my thing is, too, like, if you get done a decent time, too, I mean, Bill Street's right across the river. It'd take you, what, less than 10 minutes to leave the parking lot of Riverside and run downtown if you wanted to.
I mean, they got the casino,
you
right?
got all kinds, casinos right there. So, I mean, they've got plenty of attractions around to try to pull some people. But I don't know. I can't. It's been on my mind, like I said, ever since I heard about the Jackson deal.
It ain't gonna be good. I just got a feeling it ain't gonna be good. But for somebody, I got
Yeah.
a bad feeling about who it's gonna be bad for. But we'll,
Yeah.
hope for the best and support it
So,
where we
I mean,
can.
it's
'Cause
Michael-
like it's like the Outlaws. People thought they could kill the Outlaws for a long time. People have said a long time, Devil's Bowl, Delta Bowl is going to put them out of business, going to put Riverside out of business. Delta Bowl's been dead for years now. Yeah, by hell, y'all are going to put Riverside out of business. Dead for years. Like, I've seen it all and heard it all, and Riverside's still standing in the end. So, I mean,
Yep.
we'll see.
Yeah. Michael also said over here. Have you looked over there, by the way?
I looked a minute ago. I hadn't looked in.
Michael Lowe said, "Yeah, Batesville ran stock cars for $50,000 to win.
Yeah.
Its only money answer gate admission was $40.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, $50,000 to win for a stock car race. Could you imagine?
I'm sure he probably had
Yeah.
sponsors helping with
Yeah.
the money. He got Bill Davis Trucking up there and all those things.
That place is hard on engines. Stock cars over there. My goodness.
It's fast.
Yeah, that's a fast joint. Okay, that's all I see right here. What else? What was that? What else was we wanting?
We got to talk about high limit rule changes.
Yeah,
that came out this
yeah.
week.
What do you
Brad,
think about
you- Brad-
I say this
Brad,
is,
you're
this
up.
Is Brad. This is Brad's right here. Come on, you
Okay,
got a lot to say.
Give me. There was one that I didn't really care about. Give me the rundown again. It was the work area.
You got the notes right there. I had to send.
Yeah,
that's
you-
why I
they're
sent
in-
y'all the
they're
notes
in-
because
Well, I can't see the comments, so I was trying to pull it up and look at the comments on there.
There's nothing good in our comments.
Let's
except for
see.
Stormy Hood said that parking area isn't any worse than 240. That's actually funny. She's talking about the.
Yeah. So okay. So it was
talking about the infield,
restarts.
I'm
Guys, if
assuming.
somebody wants to help
And work
sponsor the show,
area.
we could use a big TV so we could actually see.
Yeah, if
we
you're
need us
getting-
like
if
a
you're getting
55
new
inch
one
over
and you're
there.
Getting rid of your old little TV.
Yeah,
Shoot, we should have said that last week before the Super Bowl this weekend.
for real. Golly, Bill, because we're looking at a computer monitor. What size is that there monitor?
20 inches.
It's like it's tiny, and I'm sitting there trying to read YouTube comments from
Yeah.
way over there.
All right, Brad,
yeah.
back to you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, overall, I like all the rule changes they're doing. I love the work area rule. That's my favorite one. Jim-
Hang on. So say what they are. That way, if somebody's listening, they don't.
All right.
they
So
may
we
not know
got
what it is.
the restart procedure, work area, and what was the last one? I cannot freaking remember. There was 3 of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I can't remember the last
Brandon
one
only
either.
gave
I
us
was
2
saying.
of them in here.
That's all there was in that article that we read.
Oh, and the provisionals, which whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't
Uh,
matter. That's
This,
not
but I do like that it is limited to 2 cars per race. Like the first or last night at Volusia, they did 4 provisionals and had almost 30 cars starting the feature. So I do like just limited to 2 cars per race. I do like their provisional rule they come out with. The work area one's probably my favorite. I love that it's 1 minute and it's for tire only. So you can't go in and rebuild your entire race car and come back out.
And there were people that did that last year. There were cars that went in wrecked and came back out on track.
The 2 minute, and if you got there first, the 2 minute didn't start till the last guy got there. So basically, if you got there first, you had almost 5 minutes probably to work on your car.
Yep.
And
you can
so-
move quick.
Yeah.
on
And then
those-
we have a
those
lot of
sprint
we have a
cars
lot
are
of
real
fuel.
quick.
We have a lot of fuel stoppages. Well, that's one big problem is we ride around with 2 minutes. Like the Outlaws have the 2 minute rule, and we just ride, and people are rebuilding their cars. And so the work area one was my favorite. You can only go once and get the 1 minute too. If you blow
Yep.
out another tire, you go back, you don't get
Yeah.
Yep.
that time. So that was my favorite one. I think they kind of got that from Australia has the similar work area rule. You can only do tire 1 minute. It seems to work pretty good. I think it's at Perth they do that.
Mhm.
Of course, they had the high limit race at Perth too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the one
That's
that
another
one.
good racetrack.
And then they have the single file, but I asked about that, and the single file is like because you do the double file restart, and if you crash before a lap's completed, then you go single file.
Yep.
And so it'll still be doing double file restarts, but if they do have to go to a single file restart, the cone will be coming out of 4 instead of on the front straightaway.
I like
And
that.
Let me tell you why I like that. At the Chili Bowl a couple weeks ago,
Oh, well,
I cannot remember who got a bad start.
Logan Seavey.
Yeah,
did.
CV got a bad start, and Persley went around him. Persley didn't jump. Persley didn't do anything wrong. CV messed up.
Mm.
And all he did was have to lay out of the gas. And since Persley passed him, he lost a spot. and they lined back up and restarted, and that kept him out of the top 3. And since I'm a Dason Persley fan this year, it really stuck with me. I like that. I like that corner because while that was a heads up race, I mean, I do applaud CV for realizing that and taking advantage of a rule. So I'm not hating a bit on that, but I do like it in the corner. That way, if your guy in front of you does hit the slick, he doesn't pay attention and he misses something,
he's asleep.
You're not penalized for getting the jump on him.
You know how many times I've had to stop or move or do something because the guy in front of me didn't get near good of a restart as I did? You know how many times that's happened?
Yeah, well, shoot, you got ran over this year by somebody because,
Last year,
25,
yeah.
because I'm still in last year's season because this one hadn't started yet. But you got ran over by somebody for the same situation. Whoever was in front of you didn't go. The person behind you did, and you got smacked smooth piled up in the middle of them.
Yeah, if the cone's back there in turn 4, we just take the green and we just go.
And you go. And you don't have to worry about it. But with the cone being halfway through the front straight, well, then you got to wait on that guy. And that's just the way it is. Now, it's different. It's different in that situation than it was with the one that the high limit's covering, but that single file restart's a little less. Less going on.
I did think about you whenever I read all this because I remember last year when we were talking about the choose cone and things like that. You were like, drivers are our worst enemy or whatever. Basically, if you just give us a little bit,
if you don't contain us, we'll get out of control.
Yeah.
See, I did enjoy your take though, Brad, because when you messaged that and I was like, I love this rule. You were like, I have different opinions. We'll talk about it on the podcast. I was like, what's he not like about this?
Well, I mean, my only thing is it's still I think you're going to run into the same problems. Maybe not the first 3 or 4 cars, but something behind you could get jumbled up, and then. Okay, maybe it's 10th place. Maybe you don't care. I don't know. Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? I mean, where are you going to be standing at? Is somebody going to be standing at that cone to see? It's going to be a little harder to judge. Did you pass before that cone there? Well, the straightaway, we're on the straightaway. Everybody's nose to tail. You're kind of going to probably get fanned out. You'll have different situations. So, I mean, I think there'll be some sort of issue arise. I'm sure early they'll have to work out some kinks in it.
But as long as they enforce it,
but I don't
do a good job enforcing it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's like I don't hate it. I just think you're still running into some sort of issue. Like I said, maybe it won't be the first couple cars, but
even just like on our usual initial start of the race, especially if I was middle of the pack to the back, if I could get a jump on the person in front of me, like say I was like 14th or something, and I could get enough of a start, a good enough jump, and just get to the outside of 12th and be 3 wide at the line, they wouldn't call that back. We're back there in the back anyway.
Yeah,
they're not going to mess with us. But now I've got position on these 2 guys because now I can haul the mail off into turn 1 up here, get on the cushion and try to carry a little more momentum. And to me, I always felt like I had the position if I was on the top.
Yep.
In that situation. But I feel like it might actually be a little bit worse if you open it up like this. Throughout the race.
It's gonna be fun to watch. But I'm sure they have the resources. They're gonna put a camera down there. They're gonna have it on replay.
You think they'll go that far?
Okay, I'm glad you're talking about this because I actually thought about rule changes. What would I like to see? What would I like not to see? And I've thought about this. And we always have we have enough technology now. They do replays in football, baseball, all this stuff. And you always have big controversies on initial starts, like, oh, that guy took off, and then the second heat race, he did the same thing, and you didn't call that one back. It's like if you're on the front row, both teams get the option for a replay. You can only get 1 replay per night. So we have a camera there. We roll up. We have some sort of way
27 replays.
Let's say we only get 1 replay per night. It's like they call your start back if they call it back. Like they don't call it back, you don't get it. But
wait a minute, what are we going to do?
But they say you jump the start, then hey, I want you to replay that. I don't think I jumped the start, and then so you can get a one call.
Two-way communication in the car at that point.
So we're gonna have say this is Riverside. We're gonna have Brad McCarthy.
Oh no, I'm not talking about
looking at the camera.
I'm talking about Outlaws.
I know what you're talking about, but I can just see he's looking at the camera under the little sheet, kind of like the NFL. They got that little sheet, and he's sitting there looking at the camera.
All while you're running laps,
and you're out here burning fuel.
You would have to have some sort of like, we got to make this quick. Like that, I'm not saying I got it all figured out.
I think if they just put a camera on it,
some of the
And they
biggest
see if
controversies.
it's obvious, like, hey, this guy is obviously jumping out. Now, if it's 14th outside of 12 and 13, then
Or you could have
Who
some
cares?
sort of or some sort of camera. I know there's got to be technology for this. You have the camera set up, and if a car is moving before it's in the frame, a big red light flashes up or
you might
something.
could do that.
I
Something
mean,
like
Or just put a timing system through the corner.
you could have
with-
or have a
with
timing
the-
system.
yeah.
Like you have to be. I don't know with how you would do it, but
well,
trip the clock too early or something. I don't know.
You could do that.
well, I don't want you to get off on this because every time I say NASCAR, we start down that road. But just like NASCAR stuff, like they'll start the race and it might be 10 laps, and you'll hear the announcers go, NASCAR has checked the restart
Yeah.
and they've said it's okay, or hey, Dale Blaney jumped the start. He's got to come down and do a pass through. You know, like
Somebody
they'll-
jumped the start last with the. We didn't even talk about the Clash last week.
See,
somebody-
if I
somebody-
hadn't brought it up,
Somebody jumped the start at the Clash the other day,
Yeah.
and they made him go to the back. I thought
Yeah.
it was cool because I'm like, man, NASCAR doesn't make calls like that most of the time.
maybe it would have to be something like that. But heck, man, this ain't NASCAR. You'll mess around and have 20 laps into a feature before you, if it stays green, you'll have 20 laps into a
Oh, yeah,
feature before you
no,
even
you
come to
can't
a
go.
decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought there's just got to be with all the technology we have now. It's got to be a better way than a guy sitting in the tower saying, "Oh, he went too soon," and then you watch the replay back and you're like, "He didn't go too soon," but it's like a judgment call. We got more money coming into sprint car racing than ever. More people spending more money in sprint car racing than ever, and we still have a guy that's looking at this going, "I think he jumped it." I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
but
Maybe
Let's get more scientific with this.
if you're gonna do it,
and
maybe
like
you
it's
do.
you got like I said, it's weird. I like if I'm sitting on the front straightaway in the tower, my angle is a little bit different. Where if I was standing there at the cone, it might not look like a jump start to me. Like all the angles could be different, and we're still, judging it that way. I feel like
Yep.
there's got to be a way we could fix that.
The only thing I will say about, and I've said this before about racers, if you compare it to the MLB, if the umpire behind the plate, if he's calling balls outside strikes, and he's calling balls outside strikes for everybody, you know what you do? You hit the ball outside because he's gonna call it that way every night. So if the guy's sitting up in the box and he's got that one angle and he's looking at all the cars, if he calls it the same all night, I really don't care. It's when he starts to have, and this is where, I mean, how many times have people come on the show or commented on our show about how the Riverside referees or
They
officials
call it different for everybody.
they call it
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now all of them might call it different individually,
Yeah.
but as long as they stay exactly the same for every car from their perspective, I don't really care. Coming from a stick and ball background, if the umpire calls the ball outside a strike, you better swing and hit it because he's going to keep calling it all night, and that's just it. He sets the boundary for that game, and as long as he's consistent, it's okay. Now, when he gets wild, starts choosing it for this batter is over here, this batter's over here, that's completely different. But 9 times out of 10, you don't see that. 9 times out of 10, those guys are calling as best as they can. Like they don't want to screw anybody out of what they got.
Yeah.
So they're calling it as best as they can, but they are still limited to their perception.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just the dirt racing though, or what was the big
It's all of it.
controversy with the snowball derby? Remember that? Who was the guy?
I can't remember
it
now.
Was a bright yellow car. Dang it!
I cannot remember.
I don't. Oh my goodness, that's Dad's phone. But
He's probably looking for it. Where's my phone at?
probably.
It's out here.
Yeah, but it's
Hey, baby, call my phone. I can't-
Oh, that's just one of Dad's trucks. Well, there goes TikTok. Oh well, it don't matter. But yeah, whoever the snowball derby deal, whatever that was, it was a big controversy there. This guy lost the race because he jumped the start by like maybe a quarter of a foot. It just wasn't nothing at all. But it was just a straight judgment call. But if you had a camera down there, it would say something
Well,
different.
see, I'm the one that says if you jump, you jump. Period. I don't care how far you jump, how early you jump. If it's a nanosecond ahead of the guy that's supposed to be in control, back of the line, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah, I knew this was a rule. I had to go look it up.
Hey,
But
Dad, if
counter
you're watching
your-
this, your phone's like, we're done with TikTok. 'Cause
To
I'm not
count-
going to worry about going back live if you want to come get it.
to counter your
airplane mode next week.
Yeah.
balls and strikes thing, they are implementing a AEB or automated ball strike challenge system in 2026. Players will challenge calls using allowing for a quick camera-based review on pitch location.
That's because baseball finally sold out. A bunch of
So
quitters.
baseball can do this.
Well, we're
Racing can
canceled.
do this.
That's it.
I mean, we do have the ability to do it, but golly, is that not what makes the game beautiful? Is to have, and even racing, is that not what makes it beautiful? Is to have the human error involved? Because
I agree. I
if
mean-
everything was perfect,
Yeah.
it would be the same thing every single week.
I mean, you had your
Human error makes the whole show.
Yeah. So I was listening to the PBD podcast, and they were talking about that too, like having like AI. Like, I know y'all remember, I brought this up a little while ago when I was talking about like AI. There's gonna be like AI race cars. You're just gonna be watching robots race or robots play football or whatever, and y'all laughed at me, but they were talking about that. Like, the human error is what makes sports fun. Well, if you got a bunch of computers out here that are literally all the same,
Yeah, if
what
you're going
fun
to
is
be
that?
perfect every single lap, are you ever going to get past?
yeah,
and I
I
mean,
mean, are you ever going to make a mistake?
to kind of piggyback off of that, if we had a camera system at Riverside, we never get our Jeremy Ray, Ronnie Howard show.
Nope.
exactly.
It all started with a
Nope.
jump start call, and then it just trickled into another weekend, another
People would
weekend.
still find
and-
a problem with it too. It's not like
And
they'd be
there we
like,
are.
"Oh, the system's rigged."
And then we're sitting here for nearly 4 hours, and I'm about to fall asleep.
I'm not mad that I missed that one. I will say I watched.
I forgot you weren't
Yeah.
here for that.
I was at the hospittal. My wife was mad because I
That's
was
right.
I was watching it on my phone.
I forgot you weren't here for that.
Yeah,
Hell.
I did turn it off after about 2 hours.
Yeah, we still went another hour and a
I
half.
know.
After. We
It was
still
so
talk about
long.
that. You know how many times?
Oh,
And I bet Ronnie's watching because Ronnie's one of our.
no,
he's
they're in
one of our-
Volusia.
Oh, are they?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Ronnie will probably still watch this, but you know how many people have asked me multiple times, "When's Ronnie coming back on the show? When's he coming back on the show?"
It's like, well, just wait till the
Riverside
season
famous.
starts.
Next time I bring a blanket and a pillow, maybe I'll bring him back on. I'll
Yep.
be ready. Somebody, wasn't it Kelsey or somebody? Kelsey Hall, didn't she say something about? I need Ronnie Howard's autograph because he's famous now, or he's on TV or something. What was that about? Y'all know what that
I
was?
can't
About?
remember.
DeSoto County, there's I think it's
I just curious. Now
there's a
Ronnie up.
plumbing company or insurance company,
I don't think I saw that.
but he's in a Super Bowl commercial.
Ronnie
What?
Howard was in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl
but it
commercial?
didn't air in our area. It was just like they local.
like a local thing.
They do because each
Oh,
place can have like a
gotcha.
local ad or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I think it's either a plumbing or an insurance company or something like that.
Okay.
Ronnie, send us your commercial so we can post it, man.
Yeah, I can't.
I guess real quick, shout out to, is it Kenneth Walker? Was that his name? He's from Arlington. He won with the Seahawks.
The MVP. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the MVP
Oh,
for the ball game.
I didn't know that.
And
I
he's-
honestly don't care about the Super Bowl.
And he's from Arlington.
I didn't even know there was a guy from Arlington playing.
Yeah, he was the MVP in the Super Bowl, and he lives right here,
Interesting.
basically. So shout out to
Interesting.
Kenneth. TV, yeah, Dale Ward, the TV commercial. That's funny. Lord. All right, what else was there? Y'all got my notes.
I do want to bring up. Oh, I forgot about your notes. I do want to bring up Jade Abedizian
Why do you want to bring that up?
because I'm not a big fan of woman drivers in racing. Everybody knows that if you
Oh,
watch the
boy.
show. But
What's worse, being a kid hater or a sexist?
definitely a kid hater. That's way worse than being a woman hater. I'm not a woman hater. I'm just not impressed by women in sports that buy their way in with their body. But I don't think Jade's doing that. She came from dirt. She started in midgets. She's really good, really good. Got in the Toyota Racing Development Program and has raced her way into super lates. She's going to be in ARCA and doing some other stuff too. But she's racing super lates this week down in Florida, New Smyrna. And her second night out, she put it on them.
Mm-hmm.
That was her second ever late model or super late start, and
Had a big wreck that night too.
I think that was the first night. I think the first night somebody put her in the wall.
No, I'm not talking about her. I was just talking about
Oh.
it was a massive wreck. I saw Flo had posted it.
Yeah, a bunch of people turned around and got sideways, and it was
Destroyed a bunch
kind
of
of
cars.
weird. But
Yeah.
anyway, she got a good run. She got a really good run out, and it saved her because Dawson Sutton was coming, and had he had 5 more laps, he would have called her for sure, and they would have had. I think he finished like 0.6 seconds behind her, but she would have had to drive because that dude.
I saw he was starting to catch her there at the end.
Yeah, he had a hot car. By the way,
wait a minute. Did you just hear that?
I saw
You were watching it.
Flo had highlights.
Yeah.
I saw the highlights.
You watched the highlights?
I fast forwarded almost to the end.
did you look at that? Did you look at his
went through,
car?
went through. Did I see his car?
Yeah.
Nah, not close enough.
Man, Rackley Roofing is his sponsor, and that car looks
I'm pretty sure.
good.
Pretty sure isn't his dad the one that owns it?
Probably the War Rackley. They got a truck and
I think the
stuff.
Suttons
Well,
own
that's
it.
the other thing. Dawson actually has a ride for Daytona. It's a Rackley truck. Will be running. I think he's going to be in it this coming weekend. Somebody to watch racing up a little bit on that deal. But I'm impressed. She's sitting right now. I can't remember who is in. Spencer somebody has the first place locked up right now, but she's sitting in second. I can't remember if Super Late's run tonight. I think Super Late's do run tonight, so she'll be racing for more points. But she's the first woman to do it in 15 years. The last woman to win a Super Late race at the World Series of Asphalt was in 2011. So pretty big deal.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of woman racers, but that girl can drive a car and she's not a slut. So it really maybe that's a harsh word to use. I don't know on camera.
She doesn't
maybe I
post.
shouldn't use
She
it.
doesn't post half naked
photos.
pictures
Yeah,
of
it's
herself.
not Tori Breidinger.
Yeah. Yeah, I can think of most of them that do that. And they just use their looks to get their sponsors. I can't stand it either.
Junk. Shout out to Isabella Robusto and Jade Avdesian for just being able to drive race cars.
Maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah.
You think,
Yeah, that'll be lined
think
up.
that would work?
Yeah, sponsors will be
get out
knocking
there.
down the door.
Get out there in a Speedo.
Yeah.
Hey, it might work for me at this point.
No, I
I'm
don't
about
think
to
it's
try
gonna work out.
anything.
I don't think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I might try it. I don't know. You never know. Maybe I could start an OnlyFans and people will pay me to keep my clothes on. Maybe I could do that.
Post feet pics.
Post feet pics.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Count me out.
Yeah.
I'm actually quitting the race team.
Start
Start doing that. I'm not gonna be associated.
Is that your resignation?
Race team. I thought you were retiring.
What are you talking about?
We're always gonna have a race team, whether
Yeah.
we're racing or not.
Yeah.
We're going to a kart race, dude. Come
Yeah,
on,
about to
man.
say, we started
they
a
started the
kart
race.
racing
Oh,
team.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
they
we
started
started
the
a kart
race.
racing team.
Yeah, so
Big
we're gonna
announcement coming soon from Brandon Hanks
Yeah.
Racing.
Well, it's about time to close it up anyway. But do we want to announce it next week, Bo? I guess we got to. No.
I mean, we got to get some stuff lined out first, but
Yeah.
I mean,
For all those that were,
we've been telling them we are.
for all
racing.
those on Facebook saying that he's selling all of his stuff, he's not done yet.
You're gonna bring this up. We already kind of talked about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep my
man.
name out your mouth.
Apparently, she can't keep her name out of hers.
Oh,
Jeez, I ain't never in my life
What?
seen
Who?
somebody. I've never
Who are
seen
you talking
anybody. Nobody. The most irrelevant person in West Memphis, Arkansas.
Oh my goodness.
Keep.
Now we're gonna get canceled for real.
I kept
We've
going-
said a
I had
lot
to-
of
I kept-
crap.
I had to-
Oh, guy.
I had to keep going back to the post, checking the comments. I was like, let's see what's
My
new
wife
on here
has been
today.
going back all
Oh,
week.
my goodness.
Nobody's commented yet.
Yeah.
She said, "Who reacted to it?"
Oh,
I tell you what, the most frustrating thing about that whole deal was when that happened. We wouldn't even talk about it because I was like, we don't want to get into it.
No, because
And we
it's like-
skipped over it.
Yeah, we did.
And we got fussed at because we didn't talk about it by said person. So then we did talk about
That's
it
the truth, baby. We ain't
Yeah.
we about the
and
truth
then
only.
didn't like what we had to say. And she's still mad.
Oh my goodness.
Not worth my time.
Oh.
I hadn't even thought about it. It's hilarious. It's
It's just
hilarious.
good for laughs at this point.
It really is good for laughs because it
A
was,
little Facebook drama before the Riverside season starts.
it's long been over. It's long been over. It's totally in the back of my mind. I haven't given it another thought, but I'm quitting Whatever.
Come out of left
Yeah,
field for sure.
It sure did.
I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, I'm done. Stupid. But anyway, I said last week I'm not done racing, and I think, well, I guess now, next week I say we bring it up. What do you think?
We'll see. We'll see if we don't have anything officially locked in yet. So
Yeah.
once we get it official, let's do it.
Really?
Why not?
It don't get a lot more official than.
It ain't official yet.
Is it though?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't see this happening. So we'll see. I don't see anything happening. Honestly, it's looking pretty bleak to me.
Is it?
I'm still holding out for those dirt stock cars. Landon actually commented there is a $30,000 race. Where do you say that was?
Boot Hill King
Boot
of the
Hill
Hill.
King of the Hill, USRA factory stocks for 30 grand. I mean, that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good to me. So
That's okay. I'll pass. Unless he wants to offer up his ride, then we'll let you do it. You're the one apparently needs to prove yourself.
I guess I do. I guess
Yeah.
I got people shouting me out.
Yeah, you apparently. Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
up.
so.
I was trying to remember
Comment.
why you were selling out. Oh, because everyone's criticizing your driving skills. That's why
Yeah,
you're
that's
selling
why you're
out.
selling out.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I feel like I've more than proven myself multiple times. I have nothing left to prove. I've done it. You know.
It is what it is. I mean, either you suck or you don't. I
There's-
mean, it just it, and some nights you suck. So
Yeah.
and some nights you don't. And that's every single driver out there.
Oh,
Period.
man.
Period. If you get your feelings hurt over it, we'll drive better next week.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
That's a good place to end it because
Yep.
I just
Let's lock her down.
I'm just trying not to go there. But anyhow,
Let's lock her down. We covered everything tonight. We covered. I mean, we go.
Can't wait to wake up in the morning.
well, I guess. By the way, you did a really good job on the short. You made me look better than I was on the short this past week when I said something about Spencer Baston, and you made me look good after he won. But so maybe you're our new media shorts
that
guy.
guy.
Maybe you can
That
clip
took
it.
entirely too long to make that 6-second clip.
Yeah. That's why I was paying somebody to do that stuff because it takes forever. But yeah, maybe you can make a clip of that and post it.
I wanted to do one of gravel and when I talked about gravel and Coforge are going to be the two main ones battling it out. I took that clip and I was trying to find racing clips and I couldn't get it all together. I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna just.
Well, the
talk about it on
problem, like with
podcast.
clipping it and trying to put it on here, like during the show, like we would. I think there's like a copyright problem with YouTube if you start doing that stuff too. So
only
like,
if you
I don't
do-
ever know.
Only if you do flow racing. Flow racing will take you down.
Really?
The Dirt Vision.
Or
doesn't
Dirt
care.
Vision.
Well, that's what I worry about
Dirt
getting
Vision
into.
gave us some kickback last year over that too. But
Dirt Vision's
either
cool.
way, nobody wants to know about all the fine details of how
Yeah.
this show gets produced.
Yeah. Well, that's
All right, it's about 8:30. I
Yeah,
need to go.
I was gonna say, you're gonna
anyways,
get
so-
more.
Brad's
Alright.
got to go.
Well, thank y'all for listening. Like I said, weeks before, like every time you guys like the videos, comments, leave us your thoughts. It helps us a bunch, more than you know, actually. Make sure you go and follow all our socials. We certainly appreciate it, y'all. We will be back next week, and we may or may not have an announcement.
Yeah,
According to
there's
Buck.
going to be a lot going on this weekend, though. So a lot of racing going on, a lot of stuff to talk about.
Who's gonna win the 500? Who's gonna do it?
Whoever
Austin
don't
Dillon.
crash.
Whoever don't crash.
Austin Dillon's going to pull it out because he's going to be riding the back of the pack. The front pack's going to wreck. And RC, I don't even know if he's running, honestly.
Ryan Priest is gonna win, and he's gonna say like 10 F-bombs right on TV.
Probably.
All right, guys. Appreciate
All right.
y'all.
Don't forget,
Let her eat.
let her eat.
I gotta go over here and stop it.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Don't start talking about it. Way to make that timing good there.